Hey everyone, Paul here with your September 2025 Valley Market Update. And this month has a lot to unpack, from falling inventory to resilient prices and what the Fed might do next. So let's dive right in. Inventory is where we're seeing the most movement. You might have heard people say that active listings are high, but here's what's really happening. In June, we had 26,199 active listings across Maricopa County, excluding those under contract properties. That number dropped to 24,460 in August, and as of September 2nd, we were sitting at 23,343. Now, that's a steady decline over 3 months, and it's actually the lowest level we've seen since spring. So even though we're still up in listings compared to this time last year, the trend is slowing a bit. Now, that's good news for sellers, albeit mild. It means there's fewer homes on the market, less competition, and maybe some better pricing power, especially as we head into Q4, when serious buyers are still looking, but many sellers pause for the holidays. Now, let's talk pricing. Despite fewer sales and some affordability pressure, prices are holding somewhat steady here in the East Valley. But we do continue to see declines in the outer markets like Queen Creek and Santan Valley. The median sales price in the Phoenix metro area rose to $485,000 in August. That's about 2.1% increase month over month, up about 5.2% from a year ago. Resale homes came in at 471. So new homes were at about 520,000. So builders continue to support their pricing with strong incentives, especially mortgage rate buydowns. So while new homes and their sticker prices are higher, the monthly payments often end up being more competitive. And speaking of rates, this is where things get interesting. The most recent jobs report came in weaker than expected. Unemployment ticked up 3.9%, job creation missed the mark, and wage growth is slowing. Now, that may sound like bad news, but for mortgage markets, it's exactly the type of cooling that the Fed has been waiting for. Yes, inflation is still sticky, but a softer job market gives the Fed some room to breathe, and mortgage rates are already reacting. As of when I'm filming this right now, the average 30-year fixed rate sits at 6.49%. That's down from 6.7 just a couple of weeks ago, and it's probably the lowest we've seen quite a while. So if you've been waiting for rates to dip before jumping in, this could be your moment. Because once the Fed starts cutting, buyer demand could likely spike again and prices may follow. But let's be real, affordability is still a challenge. A recent report from Axios showed that the middle class is getting priced out of home ownership in many cities, and Phoenix made that list. The median income in Arizona is around $80,000, and the median home price is $485,000. So at today's rates, that's about a $3,200 monthly mortgage with taxes and insurance. And that's a big number for a lot of families, especially with car payments, student loans, and childcare layered in. So what are buyers doing? They're turning to creative strategies, rate buydowns, down payment assistance, and new home builders who can structure attractive financing. And that is why working with a great lender and a great agent make all the difference. So let's zoom out for a second. Inventory is falling a little bit. Rates are dipping. Prices are holding. And the Fed might cut before the year ends. So it's a market full of noise, but it's also full of opportunity. If you're a buyer, now could be your chance to get in before another demand surge. If you are a seller, less competition means more leverage. Either way, let's build a smart strategy that fits your goals. If you want to talk through the numbers and your timing, reach out to us anytime. See you soon.